What's going on, my trainer club? Today we are going to look at my top tips to help you max out on the Friends Fest in Pokemon Go to help you rank up and maximize as much as possible. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited to start ranking up with some friends? Because we have the bonuses back that we all love as far as sending more gifts per day and opening more gifts per day. I absolutely love this event because it is going to be so much fun, and we have an additional bonus that is going to help us get more valuable stuff in the game. So today we're going to go over all of the details, and then I'm going to give you my top 5 tips to make sure you are maxing out as much as possible in this event and then looking forward as well. So here we go.
And word just officially came in that we can earn 2 Sinnoh Stones per set of Go Battle League battles on February 22nd from midnight all the way until 11:59 p.m. for the entire day, which would earn you a total of 10 Sinnoh Stones. And do not worry if you're not efficient at this. You do not have to win or lose. You will get them anyway. All you have to do is complete the 5 sets. So make sure you get out there, battlers, battle your face off, and earn your Sinnoh Stones to help you evolve into Rhyperior with Rock Wrecker.
This event is going to go from Friday morning, 8 a.m. local time, all the way until the 24th, which is going to be Monday at 10 p.m. So we have about 4 days, less actual hours, but 4 total days. This is what's gonna happen. During this event, we are going to be able to do a couple different things as far as the bonus goes. So as far as the bonuses go, friendship levels will increase faster, which we will check out. We are gonna get 2 times trade candy. We are gonna get half Stardust trades. Additionally, we are also going to be able to open 40 gifts per day and keep 20 gifts in our inventory per day. And then I'm also gonna add this in there, even though it's not a feature of the event, you can send out 100 gifts per day, which is going to be one of my targets as far as the tips go. So now we're gonna check out what my top 5 tips are to help you max out with your friends in Pokemon Go this weekend. Let's check it out. Starting off, tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be starting off with ranking up your friends faster. So here's what I would suggest doing, is reverse searching your friends list to the bottom of your friends list. So some of these players may be new, some of these players may be old, maybe you need to prune and clean out some of your friends, but I suggest ranking up your friends as much as possible during this event because we're ranking up faster. So anybody that has been with you for way too long and is not a best friend that you interact with on a regular basis, now is the time to get them as far up as possible. And we only have 4 days to do so. So doing this would mean you have to commit to opening 40 gifts, sending out as many as possible, preferably 100 gifts to your entire friendship, and then opening gifts, having them open them, make sure everybody's on the same page because we can get a decent amount of increase, and that's really going to be desirable because it helps with one of the #1 commodities in the game, in my opinion, which is going to be lucky friends, because then you can get lucky Pokemon and you can even get shiny lucky Pokemon, and you can re-roll the IVs for #1 and you can power these Pokemon up for half the Stardust, which is going to be monumental, not only for raids, but also for the Master League in Pokemon Go, because we need to get our Pokemon to master level, which is gonna be max CP. You can power up 2 for 1. So doing this because you also have to unlock second charge moves if you really wanna be the most effective. So having your Pokemon being able to use less Stardust to get up there, you can then unlock a second charge move, and then it won't cost you 325,000 Stardust to go from a level 20 all the way to max and then unlock a second move. Which is gonna bring me to my tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be to max out on trading this weekend because we're gonna get double candy. So, like I've told you guys before, I mentioned that you want to start cleaning up and stacking up on certain Pokemon. You do want to trade Pokemon that are going to be rare. Rare Pokemon such as Riolu, such as Gibble, you are going to want to save, I would say, 4 to 5 as far as lucky trade potentials, because people do not have crazy amounts of readily available access to these Pokemon, so they are still valuable. But if you have like 30 Gibbles, which I'm not sure how many people do or how lucky you were during that egg hatching event, you could potentially trade some of those guys away, and the Riolus as well. We can save 3 to 4 to 5, but for myself, I have about 12 right now, and I'm going into the Rhyhorn day. Like, I have more events coming up, and I need to start getting rid of some of these Pokemon. So yes, they are valuable, but their candy's valuable too, and they're becoming a little bit more common. So I would definitely suggest not just those Pokemon, but looking at other Pokemon. Maybe you have starters, right? Trading with these people, not only are you gonna get more candy, but you can potentially re-roll the IVs either in the PvP direction with the typical lower attack, high defense and stamina, or you could roll it in the other way with the attacker potential and potentially go from a bad Pokemon to a better Pokemon, or even potentially get a lucky. So doing 100 trades per day, I would suggest you guys do this, which is gonna bring me to my tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be to maximize out as much as possible, which is only gonna be 4 times on the 1/2 Stardust trade costs. If you need a Pokemon that a friend has that's a shiny that you're like desperate for, and typically I tell you guys, do not make emotional trades, but in this instance, hopefully it's going to be with a best or an ultra friend, because the other ones I would highly and strongly suggest against, because typically if you are trading a new, and what I mean by new is you do not have it, legendary, shiny Pokemon, or a shiny legendary, either of those 3 scenarios are going to be a new Pokemon trade, and they're going to be a special trade, and those 3 typings, either of the combination of the 3, it could even be a shiny legendary, which counts for 1, which is beneficial for us. It is going to be a monumental amount of Stardust to get that Pokemon. So the Stardust interactions are going to go as follows. If it is a Pokemon from 1 day through 1 week, it is going to cost you typically 1,000,000 Stardust. Cut in half is going to be 500,000 Stardust. I personally have never seen a Pokemon that I've looked at and been like, this Pokemon is worth 500,000 Stardust. The legendaries roll back. The shinies usually roll back. There's always time during events. Even at GoFest, they started spawning Alolan Pokemon that have the shiny potentials that maybe you didn't get from an egg. Don't use your emotions and let that be your guide, feeling the lack of a shiny. Unless it's something that you desperately need right now, I would say pump your brakes on this range of friendship, especially in the great friends as well. It's typically 800,000, during this event 400,000. If you're looking at Pokemon in the Master League, 400,000, if they are lucky Pokemon, you can get 2 legendaries to max with second charge moves for a little bit over 400,000 Stardust. That is much more valuable than trading an emotional shiny, in my opinion. And then, if you're gonna go from Ultra Friends, this is going to be a more lucrative and better place to be, because typically it's going to be 80,000 Stardust, cut down it's gonna be 40,000. So now we're talking a much better trade. If you have a shiny, there's gonna be 4 chances for you to do so: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because you get 1 special trade per day, and this is going to constitute your special trade. So if you have to do it, if there's like a person that you got 2 shiny Riolus, they got 2 shiny Chanseys, you need to interact and trade them. If you are Ultra Friends, I would suggest that this is the time to do so, and you have 4 potential options to do so. So Friday is going to be your time, and hopefully if they're impactful Pokemon like those 2 I just mentioned, you are also lucky friends. So any lucky friends that you're looking to do shiny trades and you've been saving them or you've been questioning them because of the Stardust cost, this is going to be the time to do so. And then best friends is going to go from 40,000 to 20,000. So for me, that's an absolute no-brainer. And like I said in my Rhyhorn tip video, I don't suggest that you guys trade your shiny Rhyperiors during the Community Day weekend. We're going to wait until next weekend, which we'll come back to in my tip number 5, which is going to lead us to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be send as many gifts as possible. Hopefully you guys can get gift capped at 100 gifts. Send them all out, especially starting in the reverse like I talked about. Starting at the bottom of your list, you can reverse friend sort to the bottom and send downwards to try to get everybody opening gifts. If you have people on the bottom of your friendship and you've only been working on lucky friends, take 4 days out of your time, try to get some friends a little bit up. This is going to be very beneficial for people that are needing XP, anybody that's getting close to 40 or anything like that. These Pokemon friendships are the bulk of the XP in the game. With a lucky egg for Ultra Friends, you're getting 100,000. For the best friends, you're getting 200,000. So this is a great way to kind of get a little kickstart for some of your friends and rank them up. I would prefer that we were able to get this for longer and make it more impactful. But as far as this goes, definitely do so. You want to maximize on this as much as possible because lucky friends are amazing, which come from best friends, and all that XP is amazing too, which is going to bring us to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be, I would suggest to hatch a few of these eggs during this time when you are doing all this friendship opening, you're having more gift potentials, because you can hatch any of the Tortugas, any of the Archons. If you guys do want to check out my video that covers what these fossil Pokemon are, you can definitely check it out up here and if they are worth it. But my most important tip is going to be, the Pokemon that you have that you're going to swap with some of your lucky friends, you're going to want to save them until the 25th, because on the 25th, we get 2 special trades per day. We are also getting the Psystrike Mewtwo Armored coming back. So any of these Pokemon that you've been looking to just swap, I would suggest to wait until then. Use this event right now for the swapping shinies that you do not have, and then save anything such as the shiny Rhyperior swaps which we will check out the best of the best video coming up soon until then. So I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Anybody that has anything coming up, definitely let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to maximize this event with you guys and use this event wisely, use it effectively, get any of those shinies you don't have for a lot less Stardust, and let's do it together. So I appreciate you guys, likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, and everybody that takes their subscription in every facet to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace!
I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.